Think they girls don't be. If you didn't know, maybe better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause a side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. The mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever.
Well, no snow in the forecast, but the wind, boy, it's whipping off of Lake Erie and into Highmark Stadium, just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Malik Neighbors with touchdown number 12 of the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing, Shuck. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now third down and very long.
It's third down. Third and long.
To throw is Shuck. Oh, that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Shuck to throw for it on fourth. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's good.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he stopped immediately there. Tyree Gillespie, the one to get him down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Second and 10.
Hey, Silver. Great, set.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 15 yards there for number 15.
That's good.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
180. Alpha. Crowd left Yeti.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First and 10 at the
63,
19-yard line.
63. Hey, easy, 63, bad. Crowd left Yetis.
Here's Hurts to throw. This taken in by Kincaid. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 19 yards away. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Buccaneers, nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out of roll or chip away at their timing.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Shuck. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Terry McLaurin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
The kick is good.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That's good for the Buffalo Bills.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7.
Jason Myers set to kick
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On play action, Shuck. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing is Hurts. And incomplete on a deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
63, back. No touch. Take the swamp. 73. Crowd, let's get him. Man. No touch.
Hurts. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for the Buffalo Bills.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. This is caught by Evans. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mike Evans, 31 yards. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with it?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Crowd left Yeti! Crowd left Yeti! Crowd left Yeti!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they're spotted right in midfield at the 50. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Here's James. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner. Now a second and 10.
24-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Crowd left Yeti! Hey, easy, 63, bad! Crowd left Yeti!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw now, Shuck. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Throwing, Shuck. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shuck now to throw. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
No touch that. Tiger Hornet. No touch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marvin Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They're indeed going for it. Here's Shuck. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught at the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nicky Mamori. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Burt sets up to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Bills. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Mike Evans, 34 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's Shuck. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
Throwing is Hurts. Evans has it left side. There he goes again. Mike Evans. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mike Evans, 72 yards. And the Bills are pouring it on. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Check again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on fourth down to come up empty. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Hey, let's go. Dang. Hey, Silver. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, easy, 63, bang. Hey. Bang.
Hurts. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mike Evans, 37 yards. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for that fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Now Shuck. This is Fant on the short completion. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Shuck. Great play there. 35 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The right side here caught by Kincaid.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go Silver, ready? No touch that. No touch that. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Great. Set. On everyone. Crowd left Yeti. Man. No touch.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Has his man, that's James.
And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great. Set. On anyone. No touch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Malik Neighbors,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bills extend their lead yet again.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw now, Shuck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. the fake. Now Shuck's going to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Play fake. Shuck.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long.
Shuck now to throw.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Buccaneers 14. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Throwing, Shuck.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Throwing again here, Shuck.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Shuck will throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Shuck here on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship.
And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Tampa Bay.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
The offense on third down, can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw again. This pass completes a Pollard on the out route. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Again, it's Shuck. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Shuck. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. See this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. James. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 90 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hurts. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this
This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 91, Buccaneers 28. Jason
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to the knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw is Shuck. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited ever frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player on the